The chair now recognizes Mr. Green from Texas for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Dr. Redd, if I may, and I'll try to move expeditiously because my dear friend Mr. Cleaver is here and I'd like for him to have his turn. You've indicated that in South Korea they test people in their cars as they drive through. True?
Yes, sir.
And you've indicated that they test some 60,000 people
I didn't give a number, but that sounds right.
per day.
I'm not sure if I can't verify that number. We could check. I've got it in here, but I don't recall
How many
the
do
exact
we
number.
test per day in this country?
It's not that high.
Is it 40,000?
So at CDC, we have
Is it
tested
30,000?
1,700 people, 1,784. State health departments
Is
have
it
tested.
20,000?
I'm sorry?
Is it 20,000 per day?
It's not 20,000 a day.
Is it
It's on the
10,000
order
per
of,
day?
I'd really want to get
Is
back
it
to you. with
5,000 per
numbers.
day?
I'd like to get back to you with the
Is it
numbers.
a number that exceeds 10,000 per day?
It's not a number that exceeds 10,000 a day.
Is it a number that exceeds 5,000 per day?
I'd like to.
Is it a number that exceeds 3,000 per day?
I think it would be better for me to get back to you with an exact number.
Does it exceed 1,000 per day?
As I said before, it'd be better if I got back to you with the correct number.
Is it true that there is a way to test thousands of people per day?
I think that we're going to be seeing that.
Is
in
it
the commercial
true that the
sector.
technology exists such that thousands of people per day can be tested?
Yes.
And is it true that if this technology exists, that the United States of America, greatest, richest country in the world, can employ this technology?
I think that we will be doing that in the commercial sector.
Is it true that the United States of America, regardless of setting, can deploy this technology?
It certainly is possible.
And in the United States of America, is it not true that we can put a person on the moon?
We have.
As we have. So is it fair to say that if they're doing it in South Korea, that maybe we could ask them how to do it?
We're in discussions with them about their response. Maybe 2 points to make. I think that at the end of the day...
Is it also true that if we had 1 million people tested, that we would not be able to ascertain the results within any reasonable amount of time because we don't have the methodology, the means by which we can examine the test and do it in an efficacious way such that we can give results with some degree of immediacy? Is this true?
Well, it's one of the things that we're working on.
Is it true that if we had 1 million people tested, we would not be able to get the results back immediately?
I think that the answer to your question...
Is it true that it would take longer than a week to do that, to get the results back?
I'm sorry, I'm trying to answer your
question. I don't understand it. I'm trying to ask a question. Is it true that it would take longer than 2 weeks to get the results back?
I think that there is a...
It's true that it would take longer than 3 weeks?
I think the systems exist now to get results back to patients more quickly, particularly...
If we had 1 million people tested, we're talking about 1 million. How long?
Well, people get blood tests every day, and there are more than 1 million people, and they get their results back the same day.
But I'm asking you about current circumstances. Current circumstances. As we sit here waiting for this answer so that we can vote, how long?
I think what we could get back to you with is for the companies that
the truth is there is a way to do this testing. It appears to me that we don't have the will. We don't have the will to move expeditiously, to acquire the technology. If we don't have it, we can do this. This country has the ability to get great things done in short order. We, for whatever reason, don't have the will. And the public becomes highly suspect when we don't exercise the will. Where you have few facts, you have much speculation. The speculation is going to run rampant because we don't exhibit the will to do that which can be done.
I respectfully disagree with you.
I would expect you to respectfully disagree, but I respectfully disagree with your disagreement. And I yield back the balance of my time.